John Younger is a country boy from the small town of Heights who studies at St. Minda's High School. One day he is invited by a mysterious classmate, Percy, to spend the holidays at his home. Upon vacation, the young man board a train heading west, where Percy reveals that his father is the richest man in the world. John, is your father the richest man in the world? I saw at World Almanac that there was a man in the United States with an income of 5 million a year, and four more men with an income of more than 3 million a year. Percy, this is nothing. If my father wanted, I could buy them all without never realizing. This is nothing at all. My father has a diamond the size of the Hotel Ritz-Carlton, continued the young man. After a while, they disembarked in the village of Fish and head towards a very luxurious car full of diamonds, where they travel between two mountains that Percy claims to be a place not survived.
When climbing one of the mountains, the young man says that his family fears the airplanes will discover the place.
The boys arrive in skittish to and rave dinner with the Washington family. The next day at breakfast, Percy tells the story of his family Johnson Road and goes through the woods to ask.
In the woods, he meets Percy's other sister, Gismin, and they spent hours talking about the school, arts, and a lot of subject matter.
Later that day, Mr. Braddock and his son take John to meet the place. Passing by the slave accommodation across the golf course and further ahead they see a huge hollow, invited to go to the edge. John hears much screams and conversations coming from the hollow, confused voices. The men explained to John that they were some unlucky sailors. After they talked to the prisoners, they went on their way.
John and Gismin fell in love every day, but with the Augustine ending coming, they planned the room out to get married. In an Augustine evening, talking about the future, Gismin unintentionally told that your sister Jasmine had already hosted some friends on the vacations. But quick disguise, don't change the subject. John, suspicious, asked for the subject. After John insisted, Gismin told his dad your sister's friends were killed after some days enjoying the family's fortune. Because they could reveal their secret. Scared and angry, John questions Gismin if they should go ahead, despite knowing what would happen to him. And during the conversations between them, the girl claims that she will not let him die, so they decide to run away the next down.
On the morning of the escape, John discovers that the family is being attacked and that the blacks' quarters have been destroyed. He quickly summons the girls and asks the young guest to keep some of Fitzgerald in his pocket as a guarantee. They flee and rest not far from there. In the morning, John catches sight of Braddock and two black men holding a huge diamond, while the white man yells to the sky in a shaky and arrogant voice, a bargain to God, asking him to restore the destroyed place and the lives of the blacks who died. After a brief silence, where not even the wind was heard, the man knew. God denied the proposal.
John hurried away and back to the girls. They saw Mr. Braddock and his wife, together with two blacks with the diamond entering a trapdoor in the mountain, and seconds later, the mountain was electrocuted and the chateau completely destroyed. There was no more sign of life. In the evening, they settled in a valley and John remembered the jewels that Gismin had brought with him. The girl stuffed her hands in her pocket, and the second of relief was followed by the fish. They were just during. Everyone burst out laughing. The boys were content to live in Addis and remember everything as would dream. End.